The popular dual credit program at FHS has had a major shift for the 25-26 school year. Dr. Reeves retired last year, and Ms. DeMint and Mr. Jackson have picked up where he left off. Ms. DeMint describes her job as helping students with their dual credit goals.
Whether that be just taking a couple of college classes to get a head start for after high school, or also those students that are wanting to get their entire associate's degree at the same time that they graduate from high school.
Mr. Jackson is taking over for Dr. Reeves' teaching role and teaches classes like APS, world religions, and many more. He speaks about how much he enjoyed the subjects Dr. Reeves taught.
It matched a lot with the kinds of things that I am excited about and have studied in school, and I love the process of teaching. I love the back and forth between students and teachers, and I love that student-teacher relationship. It's great. Teachers in my life, and I would like to be that kind of person for someone else.
Both have their own ideas about how or if the dual credit program can get better, but they both say it's a difficult question to answer.
I have the utmost respect for what Dr. Reeves did with the dual credit program, so right now in my first year I'm just kind of trying to pick up where he left off. I'm sure as I get more comfortable in the position there will be some areas that maybe don't necessarily need improvement on, but just maintaining the momentum in. I will say that next year, whenever we have the class of 2026 graduated, all of the students that are taking dual credit also have to be members of the college academy.
When I think about getting better in the dual credit program and trying to help it succeed is really to try to do some of the things that we're already doing better.
The dual credit program at FHS still remains popular with students. Overall, the changes have been positively received with students and other faculty members alike. This has been Kaden McBride reporting for BKTV.
Both Jackson and DeMint are treasuring their new roles at the school.
Mr. McIntyre and Mr. Stone are going on an event pack field trip next year to Italy. Interested in going? Harley Waters and Mason Priest will tell you how.
Farmington High School teachers, Mr. McIntyre and Mr. Stone, are planning trips to Europe. Mr. Stone says they are going to Ireland in 2026 and several countries in 2027.
Students who go on this trip can expect to have a lot of fun, to see some of the places that they have learned about in their social studies classes over their whole life, and to be able to kind of walk in the footsteps of history.
McIntyre says that these trips are lots of fun.
Additionally, you might be able to see Mr. Stone let his hair down both literally and figuratively.
This is true.
When we go on these tours, from the moment we wake up in the morning until the time we go to bed at night, we're seeing cool stuff. We're visiting places that kids have seen through their whole lives, climbing towers, climbing mountains, rafting on rivers, taking trains, riding on buses, going on trams, taking cruises on lakes. We're having a good time. We're seeing cool stuff.
Both teachers talk about the pricing of the trips, the kind of students they are looking for, and important deadlines.
These trips, the trips are pretty expensive, but you get a lot for it because everything is included: meals, hotels, airfare, all that kind of stuff. The Ireland trip is about $4,500, and the 2027 trip, I think, is about $4,800 or $4,900.
Additionally, on the previous question on how long these trips last, memories will last a lifetime.
That's true. Be a responsible person is the most important requirement. As a general rule, we are not interested in taking people who we have to be concerned about their behavior.
If you're interested in going, contact either of these teachers as soon as possible.
There is not a grade level requirement. Usually we try to reach out to people from 8th grade through seniors, and families can go too. Parents, grandparents, things like that. Anyone who is interested is eligible to go. Well, the deadline to sign up is not for a long time. The deadline is not until about 3 or 4 months before the trip departs. However, there is a discount off of the price that is good through October 3rd.
And as far as the trip this summer to Ireland, people could sign up on that trip probably up into March, 110 days before our deadline, before our trip leaves.
If someone is interested in getting more information, they need to reach out to one of us. We can get that information to them.
For BKTV News, this is Harley Waters.
And Mason Police to report.
If you want to join this trip or learn more, email Mr. McIntyre or Mr. Stone as soon as possible.
The new Smart Mouth Pizza lunch line is finally opened. Marcus Birch and Michael Whitaker have the story.
Smart Mouth Pizza is a new menu option for anybody at lunch craving a personal pizza. Sabrina Moore explains how the pizzas are made.
The day before, all the pans are sanitized and sprayed with pan spray, and then we put all of the dough inside of it, and then we cover it with a plastic bag, and it proofs overnight in the cooler. And so the next morning we come in, they take them out and they sit for 2 hours in a warm kitchen. And then about 8 o'clock in the morning, that's when I start saucing all of the pieces and then cheesing them. And then by that time, about 9 o'clock, I get some help, and then we put the toppings on, whether it's pepperoni or sausage or both. And then about 10:30, another young lady, Jesslyn, comes in, and then she starts the cooking process. And they go, I don't know if you want to see that, but if they go through this oven here, and they take about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. They just, like a conveyor belt.
On the first day Smart Mouth Pizza became an option, a total of 392 pizzas were sold and counting.
Every day we've done over 200 pizzas, between the 260 pieces and about 100 cheesy stuffed breads.
Moore explains why Smart Mouth Pizza is so popular.
I think pizza is popular. I think pizza and cheesy bread, those are just quick, convenient, easy, fun food, and I think that's why.
She explains that the decision has been in the works for a long time.
Our boss had been wanting to add the pizza line and make some changes to kind of fit with the students, to give more options, to make it easier for you guys and also make it easier for us. But give you things that you like, options that you enjoy to have.
Pizza isn't the only new item this year.
We're also started a taco bar as of the 20th today. So the taco bar would be where the deli line was at, and that will give you options. So like today, you were able to get a soft taco or nachos. Eventually, you'll be able to get 2 items like a chicken taco or pulled pork, or ground beef. Those will be options every day. And then there's a variety of toppings, jalapeno peppers, beans, things that you can make a little bowl with,
Don't just take the staff's word for it. Here's what students have to say.
So what do you think of Smart Mouth?
It's gas. It's gas. I recommend.
I think it's pretty good. I enjoy it.
What do you like about it?
It's like a gas station pizza. Reminds you of the early mornings of down south.
I think the crust is actually pretty good. It's pretty high quality.
What's your favorite item on the menu?
Probably the pepperoni. Pepperoni's gas. I like it.
The pepperoni pizza and the cheese bread for sure.
Is there any other kind of thing you would like to see added?
Maybe some kind of like ravioli, probably, yeah.
Some bacon pizza.
Bacon's
I feel like that'd be pretty good, you know what I'm saying?
Bacon's good.
Yeah.
Stuffed crust pizza, bring it in. Okay, also Italian sausage, not regular, Italian. Got it? Good.
Is there anything specific about them that you like?
It's a really cool thing that they're getting more options, because I know a lot of kids will pack their lunch or not eat school lunch because there's some days there's something up there they want, some days there's not. Me personally, I do that. So I think it's a great opportunity for kids to get it, but I think might be an issue that it's just the pizza and milk. Like, I don't know if that's necessarily enough nutrition for a kid, because if they get a tray, they get fruit, vegetable, main thing, and the milk. But with that, they're just getting the pizza and milk. But overall, I'd say the good outweighs the bad. I like it.
You can find the Smart Mouth Pizza line next to the a la carte. Be aware that any additional items will cost an extra $2.50. Reporting for BKTV Studios, this has been Michael Whitaker
and Marcus Birch.
Looks good to me.
The fall sports season is almost over, and most of the sports are finished. Sports broadcasting class fills us in with all the details.
Hello, my name is Abram Gallagher, and it's time for sports on BKTV. The Farmington softball team went 2-16 this year. The Knights softball team defeated Fox and Jefferson in the North County softball tournament. They later went on to win 2 more games, defeating Herculaneum and Perryville.
The Farmington Black Knight Marching Band made 3rd place in every attended competition this season. Farmington's Marching Invitational started the season rough with only having the first movement of the show, but third movement didn't fall far behind. From there, they participated in DeSoto, Potosi, Park Hills, and St. Genevieve. The band's best finish is at St. Gen, where they finished 3rd out of 10 bands.
The Farmington Knights girls tennis have had an amazing season this year. The girls have had 10-6 record. 2 of the 25 players on the team went on to state for doubles matches. Macy Coleman and Dagny McCarver. Scott Koitzer was the new head coach for the team this season and led them to have a great season. The Farmington boys swimming team is popping off currently, breaking 3 school records. These records include the 200 and 400 medley relays. Congratulations to Mason Folk, Eilis Van Zee, Will Adams, and Caden Johnson. Mason Folk also broke the record for 100-meter backstroke. Congrats again to our swimmers.
The Farmington Knights boys and girls cross-country team has done really well this year. At the Farmington Postal Meet, the top 3 finishers in the 2,000 meter were Zyler Mullery, Atlee Moore, and finally, Brim Stewart. Finished all with a 6-minute mark. The girls finished in 12th place at the district meet, while the boys finished 10th in the district meet. Axton Bruni qualified for state champions for the 2nd consecutive year in a row. He will compete in Columbia. Girls golf, who is in Class 4, had a season beating St. Pius, following the rest of the tournaments placed lower in the rankings. Playing most of the games in St. John, the golf squad was unable to advance out of districts.
The Farmington Knights boys soccer team ended the regular season 12-5. Leading team players were Brody Wilson in goals with 15 points, Lucas Wade in assists with 6, and Ezekiel Lee in saves for 24.
The Farmington girls volleyball team record went 22-8-1. Farmington won against North County for 5th in conference, and we ended up with a 5-set match against Lindbergh. Kylie Woods led the team in kills with 258 and 283 digs. Ella Pierce led the team with 63 blocks, and Allie Boyd ended the season with 508 assists. Farmington will be losing 3 seniors and have 7 returning players.
The Farmington Knights football team ended the regular season with a record of 7-2, with new head coach Brent Eckley. Farmington will face Fox in the semifinals of the state playoffs Friday night.
I'm Owen Carroll, and don't forget to be a good sport.
The FHS Band is a program for all high school students interested in being a musician. FHS Band is more than just students playing instruments. Here's band director Mary Porter's philosophy on how she runs the band program.
Obviously, every year we're just trying to get better than the year before. So we take that feedback from marching band last season, from symphonic band, jazz band last season, and try and do better than the year before. Some goals that I have are to, like in the future, we have applied to MMEA a couple times. We have good feedback this last year, so hopefully in the next couple years, either the jazz band or the symphonic band will be able to perform at that, which is the Missouri State Music Educators Association. And we always just have our goals to go to competitions and do our best, go to festival in the spring and hopefully get a 1 and perform our best. So the real goal for the whole program is just that we're getting better every year, and so that the kids can have fun and do their best.
Mrs. Porter describes her expectations for her band students.
Because we always have some students that really just excel and can do everything, and we try and make sure that everyone's moving at their own pace. But I do push the kids to be stronger and get better on their instrument and do all district band and do all state band and all that stuff. But also the kids push each other, so they see the kids making all state band or all district band, and then they go, I want to do that, and they come down here during seminar, or they come after school and do extra practice so that they can get better.
Trumpet player Braden Hartle explains how band affects his partnerships with other musicians.
Yeah, when I play music with other people, it's kind of just a different bond than if I were to just talk to them. Music is its own kind of voice. You can talk to people by playing music, and it's very interesting with that.
Hartle says high school band will benefit him in college.
If I was in, college and I joined a music program or joined a marching band in college, I think that my high school career would definitely be a big part of why I joined that, and it'd definitely influence maybe what college I go to or something like that, yeah.
Mrs. Porter says her band is judged at the competitions.
Yeah, so there are a lot of steps in that. We have multiple staff members that help with that. We watch back videos and we listen to judges' tapes to make decisions on what we need to do. And then we try to isolate that and fix a few things every day so that we can continue and consistently get better on all those different things, whether it's marching or music or visuals or stuff like that.
The Black Knight Marching Band has participated in 5 competitions this season, with many more to come in the next. For BKTV News, this has been Cruz Coleman and Trevor Lunsford.